And this will be quite interesting. Grims starts off the affairs, draws first blood. Nice fadeaway kill. Fallen, speaking of which, is able to get a fadeaway kill onto Brolin as he goes and retreats towards the apartments. And the bomb will be available for plant.
There's a little poke and a prod from the arch position. JW falls into the pit. Somehow he's still alive. KNG has to get this frag quickly. JW starting to push the envelope now. He's got his teammate with him, and that will be a clean 3 frags for Fnatic. I thought there would be more of a back and forth in terms of frags there, but such is the nature of the game sometimes, especially in the pistol rounds. Bomb just yet, though. In fact, it is a wrap. They're pulling the CTs away from B, where only Golden will remain. Maybe his time will be on this side. Flush looking for 2. Slowing things down, at least in JW's here with a great angle. In the meantime, the bomb's heading towards B bomb site. Now there's a 1 versus 1, but Golden flying with the MP9. Will finish off the job.
This is a big reinvestment from Fnatic, and it may just pay off because they're able to hold things. KNG caught walking out, and now what are MIBR left with? Fallen's very weak as well. They've lost banana control completely.
There's an incendiary by the default plant, but they've come off the bomb. 16 seconds now, have to come off the site, and JW will take the last 2 players out.
On this round, but I'll explain that in a second. Chris will take out Fallen. There's a nice trade with the Mac 10. JW is in position, and it looks like, oh, okay, more deal damage being done. All right, so what do you say about that?
Well, the bomb, look at the bomb's position. That is the saving grace. Flusher must be aware. A smoke onto that bomb's position, and Taco will quietly try to pick it up with 5 HP. Not a single bullet fired by Flusher. I think there's a little burst there, but too little too late, unfortunately. That could have... And they have the post-plant positions. KNG avoids the flashbangs. You'll see one swing on Taco, but they'll both get taken out. That's a very unlikely first round for MIBR.
Perhaps MIBR are not willing to give it up straight away. And, well, looks like they're being punished, James, because they just lost 2 players through the smoke. Maybe it's time to give up banana. Just switch things up a little bit, because Fnatic are clearly finding...
They're creeping into the B bomb site, looking for that first engager. Golden realizes something must be afoot, trying to stop maybe a molly from coming their way, but there will still be one. Will they be forced to stand in the smoke? He'll go through the flames. He's got some help on the way, but will it come fast enough? Maybe some flashbangs to allow him to peek, although smoke's now a problem in that respect. But still, it's a 4 versus 2 for Fnatic. Flusher in a smoke, of course.
And they'll have no idea that he's there. It doesn't even seem to matter.
So now they know there are at least 2 players towards that B bomb site, but here comes the push. Will they try to wrap into the construction? They will. KNG with a big frag onto Grim. There are still 2 more players here. Golden seen towards the inbox, but will they expect another player towards Coffins as well? That is a wild push from Fallen. Why on earth would he do that? There are flashes on KNG. So that, I don't know what just happened there, but Taco now is alone in a 1 versus 4. So far isn't so good, and JW will take him out.
But these are the rounds that get won sometimes.
Free fire from Flusher, but a flying fur will take the crosshair away. Lucas will do the job, and more flying on the B bomb site. So this looks good for a second round. It's not guaranteed, but it looks good. And it would be another just bizarre round for their opponent. I want to say JW threw his AWP away. It did, and he's picked up an M4A4 now, so definitely doesn't want the orb to get into Brazilian hands. Moving close as the flashbangs come. He's seen another one by the coffins. He might have realized that the last player is there as well. He's got plenty of free fire in him, JW, and he will go back and get his AWP. So fancy it. There is a gap, which means an opportunity. Lucas takes the gap, though he's closer to it, which doesn't always help, but on this occasion it does. And that surely is going to close that round. Indeed it will. Fnatic staying on the A bomb site. Well, there we go, an opening pick from MIBR, and they get their first real round, if you will.
It's nice.
Strong Brazilian colour.
Is he going to walk through this? He's actually walking through it. What a genius move from KNG. However, they still need to plant the bomb. There's still 3 CTs left. The live Broman in the apartments. It's going to be heard, and he's going to hit Lucas as well. So it's getting very confusing. Flusher retaking the bomb site, taking down KNG with the backstab, and Broman holds down the apartments as well. And they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going for the burst. JW looking at the balcony. Brolan's in position as well. He'll be saved for a while by JW, but it's an instant trade. Brolan will try and create some space for himself with the smoke grenade. Sees KNG jumping off the balcony, and the bomb's in the pit as well. So Brolan has really bought a lot of time for the rotation. We've got Crims creeping close to the smoke, and Brolan will finally get finished off. Fur now in the graveyard position. Who's going to plant the bomb though? Fur or Fallen? 20 seconds, it is a high priority. Makes his way beyond double stack to plant safe inside the site. He'll plant for Fur essentially. No, he's going to stop just in time. No, here he goes. But Golden will do the job. Fur looking towards short now. Crims can creep from that long position. Surely there's a trade here. They double peek him, and Fnatic will make it to double figures. In the meantime, MIBR will focus on a short position.
Yeah, problem's put out of position as Flusher rotates in and he's able to catch Lucas. This is looking quite difficult, but they do just about have some position to work from. Flusher's got to go absolutely huge from this position. Golden is not there to help him directly. Flusher picks up one, wraps around the side, and he is doing massive damage. USP comes out. Flusher, he can't do it though. KNG just barely clutches it.
Surely he's not going back up Banana. Is he actually going to push forward and waiting for it? Absolutely ridiculous. At least there is a trade. No one towards B. Oh, as I say that, actually, Crims and JW are both rotating. So this may almost turn into some kind of bait situation.
Yeah, that was a key information play, and just because he got a kill as well. Oh, the flash is not going to do enough here. Crims still gets the kill onto Lucas. JW, that 1v1 is so massive. That kills the chances. It kills the momentum. This is not a good look. They can just hide. They don't even have to face him. He whips the first shot. They're going to take him down and reclaim the orb.
He's having an outstanding game. But the deaths are low on most of the players here for Fnatic. Brand is 7 for 5 and so on. And it is just an abattoir. Top mid now, Fnatic with all the meat hooks. And that's going to be a very brief round. 12-3, a monstrous half. Oh, he's playing the off angles as well. He's got the sound cues. The bomb will go up that shot position, however. But Lucas, I think, is in graveyard dealing with the matter. And then now it's just down to Brolan, the bomb carrier, in a 1 versus 5. So as elaborate as it was for Fnatic.
So right now this is a pretty basic flow in terms of what's happening. There comes the top mid take, or what looks like a top mid take, but there's no one else behind it, so MIBR instantly know it's going to be B now. Already rotating Lucas. It's just very easy to read, but it really just comes down to being able to hit the shots. A lot of utility has been exhausted, but there's still 1 or 2 more smokes. And here goes Fnatic straight into the site. Fur is there at the back. The boost comes up for Lucas. Will they anticipate this? It looks like they won't. The lineup is there. Lucas with 2, but it's Crimson JW left against the 4. There's no time left to do this, maybe. It's just 5 HP on JW as he walks away without the bomb.
That smoke by the stairs, I think that was a CT smoke if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Flash.
So the bomb is going to make its way towards A. So it's going to be about just creating a timing towards the A bomb side here, where there's only 1 or 2 players to defend. They think it's B still. Now they understand what's happening. But can Fnatic get a good timing on that A side? Taco's buying time in the pit position. He'll be forced out. That's a great frag to get. There is the trade, though. There's still a chance here for Fnatic to make this one work pretty effectively. A 2v3 after plant. It's not a bad spot to be in.
Can re-smoke the motor position, but JW will choose shorts instead, more urgent for them. They need to find a pick somewhere, Fnatic. Need to make an aggressive play because it's a 2 versus 3, and now the numbers are even. JW understands the urgency. Last scene of the AWP in the apartments, looking towards the arch now, but he's not just holding the angle. He goes back and has an advantage, doesn't hit the shot though. There is another creep in the apartments. Will that catch them off guard? Both these MIBR players with diffuse kits as well. JW is indeed taken out by apartments, and Crims is stuck on the site now. Do they realize where Crims is? I don't think so just yet, but that's a beautiful shot from KNG. Somebody get on the bomb. Should just be enough time to do this, but Fallen might run just in case. Oh, that's a close one, but indeed it is another round for MIBR. Jiggle. Oh, they've baited a shot as well. Great awareness from Fnatic. That HE might have something to do. Golden just holds the angle, waiting for the repeat from Fallen, and the bomb site's been lost. Rotation on Banana versus a... What? Okay, there's a jumping MP9. That does the job. He knows the advantages. And now it's just KNG. The bomb is planted. KNG with 14 HP in a 1 versus 2. Surely
KNG with the orb here will be being pushed out of position, but not before he's able to get a fadeaway orb shot. That's Crims down. That's a 4v4. 30 seconds to get the bomb planted. It's towards the B side right now. It will rotate back towards A, but they've just lost Brolan as well. They don't have any good options right now. Fnatic, they need to force their way in. They've got to do it with frags, and they decide to go back to B once again.
20 seconds on the clock. Still got JW top mid walking into a Molotov, which has been heard, but in the meantime, towards B, there is Lucas with that deagle. JW now, they know roughly where he is because they heard him in the molly. Well, there's round number 9 for MIBR.
And it will be the top mid burst coming in from Fnatic. Nobody here, though. KNG has positioned towards Arch. Oh, there's the HE, and JW will take advantage of the HE. The dust kicked up by the HE, and all of a sudden, look at him go.
Classic JW plays, shot through dirt. Done it before. 3 versus 2 now for Fnatic in what could be the last round. We've got rotation from Fur, making his way towards library. He will be heard by JW, who lines up for that library frag. JW now only has Taco to deal with. He'll tag him as well. JW's playing lights out at the moment. They know Taco's on A, they'll go towards B.
He's got 34 kills, James. That's actually insane.
It's a huge game for
That's
JW.
crazy,
It's
man.
a huge first game.
So few rounds as well. Bomb down on B. That must feel like the checkmate to Taco. He's so far away. He has a kit, but he doesn't have any utility, and he's not going to have too much time by the time he gets to the bomb site, and he's going to basically just gamble a bunch of positions by running, and he's going to be hurt for sure. Oh no, Crimson spotted him now. It's a flashbang for Crimson to slow Taco down even more. And there it is, Broland. He gets fed into his AWP, and congratulations to Fnatic. They'll pick up their first game in ECS 8's finals here in Arlington, Texas. As 69 is very dominant against MIBR. I'm sure they'll be very pleased with that, and especially JW, who had a remarkable performance.
Yeah, especially for your sniper, and one that's the fashion of which JW is. That's just an insane way to